Team of the Week 24 has dropped, and in it there is a second in for Morata, which actually looks pretty cool judging by the card stats. If you need to get your hands on some coins to improve your ultimate team, then check out the link in the description, igvault.com, and if you use the code Kieron at checkout, you'll get yourself a pretty nice discount. So in this video today, we're obviously going to try out this second in for Morata to see if he's as good as some of these attributes make him look. But before we do that, let's have a quick look at the current team of the week, brand new today. You've got Morata, Sanchez, Goretzka, Insigme and Kane, also Jordi, Alba and Mahrez. Obviously Goretzka and Mahrez both have headliner items, so both of them will be getting boosted. If I'm being honest, the cards that I'm most interested in trying, aside from Morata, are Sanchez and also that Romarinho. So yeah, in the comment section down below, let me know which other players from Team of the Week 24 you want to see me do a video on. So now that's out the way, let's have a look at this card, shall we? So 4-star weak foot, which is pretty useful for a striker. 3-star skill moves is a bit limiting though, stands at 6'3" and does indeed have high work rates. Now, in-game attributes, there is actually quite a few good ones, but there's also a couple that you can tell instantly will hold this card back. The shooting section is brilliant, 91 finishing, 88 shot power and 94 attack positioning. Very nice attributes there. The pace though is a bit of a concern to me because although his acceleration and sprint speed are not bad, they're very far apart, so you can definitely feel in game when a player has, you know, a big difference in between their pace attributes, so we'll have to see how that plays out in matches. In terms of passing, his short passing rating is actually quite nice, so hopefully that'll be good in game for short link-up play. And then we come on to the dribbling, which is probably the thing I'm most interested in about this card because he's got nice ball control and a pretty nice in-game dribbling rating, but his agility is not ideal, his balance sucks, and he's 6'3", so I'm going to imagine he's probably going to turn like a truck in game, but obviously we'll have to wait till the matches to find out if that's accurate or not. And then finally, physically, it looks pretty solid to be fair. Nice jumping, pretty good strength, and also good stamina. Not great stamina, but hopefully good enough. It's also worth noting, of course, he's 6'3" and does have 99 heading accuracy, so hopefully we can make the most of that. So, which chem style are we going to use to get the most out of this item? Even without looking at all his chem styles, to be honest, I think the choice is going to have to be engine, just to give him a muchly needed boost in that dribbling department, and it also gives him a nice little pace boost as well, because let's be honest, although finisher is quite nice for him and does actually make him a 94 rated striker, we don't really need the shooting boost. His shooting is already really nice, so I think engine might be the one, because that big +10 on balance is big +10 on dribbling as well, and just, you know, useful attribute boosts, I guess. But I'd be interested to know if you guys would use a different chem style, and if you would, let me know which one in the comments. Here we go then. We are up against an absolutely ridiculous side. Interestingly, he has Maclaren in the left centre back role. Now I'm actually wondering if this guy's going to switch to that 5/3 back variant. Hopefully he doesn't. Bruno puts the ball through to Morata, and he's got a bit of space to work with right now, but he does not feel that quick at all. Has got a bit look. Oh, I think he's offside. No, he's onside. I really thought Ronaldo strayed off there. That's a shame. Bruno plays it in to Morata. Ooh, okay. We get ourselves a corner maybe off that. We do. Bit of a fortunate bounce. There's a chance. Ball's whipped into the box. Morata gets his head to it, but sadly not enough power on it to beat Perp, and not. Ball's whipped in. Here's an opportunity. As Morata wins the header, gets the return shot as well, but Perp with the stop. Don't know how we haven't scored in that half, but hopefully we do in the second 45. That's pretty much all I've got to say. Just one of them halves of FIFA where we haven't taken our chances. Morata does well there to get through. Now here's a chance. Morata, can he pull his level? Yes, he can. Nice finish. I don't know if you can tell, but if you look at the indicator at the top, we are regularly getting red bar. Like, the lag in this game is quite frustrating to play in, and I don't know why it's lagging, because my internet is pretty solid. Bruno into Morata, who's going to have to try and hold up play here, and can he keep it against Ruben Diaz? He can. He's done well there, to be fair. Because of that, we've now got a chance through Bruno, who scores. Love that finish. Into the path of Bruno Fernandes. He knows I want to pass to Morata, and I'm eventually going to get the ball to Morata, and that's a fantastic finish. Really nice first touch as well, and a very good finish into the side net. Brilliant from Bruno. Brilliant from Bruno to nab the ball, but then Morata up against Maclaren just... Oh, no. Oh, it's a good battle between them two, but sadly we just couldn't turn away from Maclaren, who just had hold of us the whole way. Bruno, oh, what is the keeper doing? What is the keeper doing? How have I just scored that? Was that off his face or off his head? I know it wasn't Morata related, but I just thought it was interesting how that went in. Nice, good bit of play. Good bit of play. To put Morata into space. We pull back, we go for the finesse, and that's a tidy finish as well. And that's 5. And I've got to tell you, this is not a 5-1 game. And you'll see exactly why I'm saying that when we see the full match stats. Because, yeah, he's had a lot of chances, and Perp has been outstanding. And there is full time, so we do get ourselves a very nice victory, and Morata does get a hat-trick. But I have to say, it was a hat-trick that we did have to work a bit hard for. Nick Perp in that game was outstanding, by the way. I'm telling you, it was not a thrashing like it looked in the scoreline. It was very, very tight. But we were the more clinical of the sides, and Morata obviously scoring 3 goals. But Bruno's the star man. 3 assists and 1 goal for him. Okay, the connection looks a lot better in this game, and so does my opponent's team. That is a stacked side. Get on that, Morata. Get on that, Morata. Go on. Get past Van Dijk. You've actually shown some pace. You didn't look anywhere near as quick as this in the last game. Ball's whipped into the box. Wasn't a bad ball, to be fair, but the options for headers in the box weren't exactly brilliant. Nice from Morata. What a ball that is. Oh, are we going to score? Yes, we are. That was a brilliant assist from Morata. Into Bruno. Bruno gets it back. Can we turn around? Van Dijk, we can. We dink it across the box, but sadly nobody's home. Probably should have pulled back there, but I was hoping there would be a late run into the box. Okay then, at the break it's 1-1, and straight up, it's been a really tough game. As you can see, we've had 1 shot and we have taken it. We've also only had 32% possession, so yeah, tough game, but we're still in it, and hopefully we can battle on and maybe get something out of this. That was nice from Bruno, to be fair, to put us on our way. And now Morata has put Neymar in for a chance, and I just had to go for goal there and hope for a good rebound, which sadly didn't come. Bruno puts it into Morata, who's got round Van Dijk. Opportunity, the angle's tight, but we'll take it and we'll score. Nice finish. Okay, so full time has come around, and sadly we have lost the game. It's frustrating because although my opponent was definitely decent, I just never felt out with that game, and it felt winnable. It really did, but wasn't to be. A couple of the goals we conceded annoyed me as well, and one of them I tackled him twice and the ball just kept bouncing back, and yeah, you guys know what I mean. It is what it is. Anyway, we lost the game. Let's move on. Morata with 2 goals and an assist. And to be fair, he was decent in that game. Like, his actual output is quite nice. It's just his on-the-ball ability, which isn't really that great when it comes to dribbling. Okay, so game's done with this second in form Morata. What is the verdict on the card? It's a decent item. It's certainly usable. But is it a great card? No, I don't think it is. And I also feel like it's one of them items that some people might really like, but I think others will absolutely hate it. It's definitely got some good qualities about it, but it's also got a couple of things which do hold it back in this game, especially in this FIFA 21 gameplay. Like, instantly I can tell you, on the ball, he's not that great. He actually does have a decent first touch, but when turning, he is slow. He's slow for pulling off skill moves, he's slow for turning in general, and that can be a big problem, especially in FIFA 21. There's a reason your better attackers are normally smaller, more mobile, and have really high agility. And obviously this Morata is pretty much the opposite of that. He's 6'3", his agility is very average, and on the turn he obviously isn't as quick as them. But anyway, there are some very notable positives to this card. First of all, I liked his positioning a lot. Does get into some good areas and causes trouble, which is nice. And also his finishing is great. I actually really like his finishing a lot. He's got really nice shot power, and his finesse shots are really good. When you get this guy in space, he can 100% put the ball in the back of the net. There are no issues with that. The problem is actually getting him into space, because even if, like, you know, you put a through ball into him, if he gets caught up, you've then got to try and turn to open up some space for him, and that is the issue with this card, that ability to turn. So that's a bit annoying. But anyway, positioning and shooting, very nice. Also his passing I thought was up to a good standard. Short passing is very nice, and even his through balls from time to time were pretty solid. Now his long passing rating isn't anything special, but as you saw in the clips, occasionally he did put through a really nice through ball, which was pleasing. Now let's discuss the pace. Does he feel quick? No, he doesn't. Off the ball he feels alright, but on the ball definitely does feel much slower, and it is worth noting that his acceleration and sprint speed are just so far apart. I think there's like a 9 stat difference, so it does take him a little bit, like an extra yard or two, to actually get to his max sprint speed, and even then he doesn't feel like he hits 95 sprint speed, which is what he should be hitting with the engine chem style on him. So there is that also. Aerially he's pretty solid, certainly a player you can aim for when taking set pieces or goal kicks, and in general his physicals are actually quite nice. Good strength and nice ability to hold up play, wins the aerial duels obviously, and to to be honest, I was actually kind of surprised how much his stamina held up, because he's a player with high work rates, and I was running with him a lot, but he lasted 90 minutes with relative ease. Saying that, if we went to extra time, probably would look to sub him off. So, all in all, a decent item, but ultimately, is it a great card that you should go out of your way to get? No, it's not. It just gets held back by its dribbling ability, especially in this year's game. But I did like the finishing a lot, as I've already said. The best way to sum it up is what I've put in the verdict. Very good finish, yeah, but you have got to work hard to get the most out of this item. So guys, those are my thoughts on Morata. Drop a like on the video if you have enjoyed. Also drop any questions you have in the comments, and let me know who I should review next. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.